Hey Al, so some of you asked if I could make a video and talk about ways to get out of body. So without going too much into the details, I'll just tell you the quickies so that you can try it out anytime you want. So the first way is to keep a dream journal. Dream journal will help you to improve your memory. In fact, you might be getting out of body every night. You might have 5 dreams a night, you just don't remember them. So once you start keeping a dream journal, it will help you to improve your memory, and whenever you come back, your dreams and lucid dreams and out of body experiences will be more clear, and you will have the memory of them. The second way is asking, am I dreaming now? You might get up and drink a cup of coffee, you might be in school, you might be at work, you might be cooking dinner or something, and just ask yourself, am I dreaming now? Do it a few times a day and do it for a while, like, I don't know, a week, a month. Make it your habit, because once it becomes your habit and you're in a dream, you might ask that question subconsciously, and bam, it's gonna trigger you and like, oh wait, I am dreaming. This isn't a familiar place. And next thing you know, you wake up, you become aware, you become conscious, and from a simple dream, you get into the lucid dream or you get out of body. The third way is writing a fake UBI journal. This will help you to use law of attraction. So basically, you can actually just write your dream fake UBI journal, and let's say, okay, my perfect UBI would be like going into a nice paradise island with lots of guys or lots of girls and experience that or that, whatever you can wish for. Just write a fake UBI, whatever you would love to experience, and do that often. I mean, whenever you want. But basically, that will help you to put your mind at, oh, I am getting out of body. So then you'll have to trigger that more often and easier. Now, since these easier steps are covered, the bigger one is when you go to sleep. Keep your body asleep, but keep your mind awake. So there are certain ways to do that, like count backwards, or just stay still, or just try pretend that you're dead, but lots of little ways, and there you go. It might help you to be in a state when your body falls asleep, you will like, okay, I am asleep, and that will help you to pull yourself out of body. And when that happens, when your body is asleep and when your mind is awake, you can use various techniques. Let's say climbing a rope. Your body's sleeping, and you just visualize or think about it. If your visuals don't work, don't worry. Just think about, okay, I'm climbing a rope, and all of a sudden you're climbing a rope, you're climbing a ladder, you're going with the elevator up, or you even fall through the bed and you're falling down. This will help you to get out of body easier. One of the more interesting ways I do is as I lay in bed, I would imagine another body of mine laying just above me, just floating. And I would imagine like, okay, this body is, let's say, silver or whatever, and I would like pull it down, like shaping exactly like me, just boom, inside me. And you would create body inside a body inside a body. You would actually see, let's say, your energy body and like astral body and like different bodies. So you would lay in bed with your physical one, and you would imagine tons of bodies above you, and you would like get it in, get it in, get it in, get it in. And once it will fill you out, it will actually pull you out of body, or push you out actually. But it's a possible way. Another one is a mock-up technique. I love this one. So you can actually lay in bed, or if you're good at visualizing and moving consciousness, you can actually be sitting, and you can use it anytime. You don't have to be like in bed sleeping. But anyways, let's say you're in bed, you're about to go to sleep, and you're trying this technique called mock-up. So as your body's laying in bed, you would imagine another body of yours standing right next to you, or being being in the kitchen, being in the bathroom, wherever, and you would create like 10, 20, 30 bodies of yours in your house. And when you do that, try to move your consciousness. So as you're laying in bed, you would imagine, what would it look like if I moved my consciousness or perception into another body? And then, when you do that, you can actually get out of body pretty easily. But good luck, it takes time for everyone. Another thing I would recommend is using the binaural beats. Because you can use like the theta, delta, and beta, like all these different waves, and that'll help you to trigger your mind and get you into the positive place and a really good vibration where you can actually pull yourself out, and that's a good one. Harder thing to do is keeping your diet right. Funny thing, but most people who are vegetarians or actually like eat fruits a lot, or less meat and less dairy products, have bigger chances of getting out of body. For example, Dr. Morse, he was fasting and all he ate was oranges, but he could get out of body every single night because of that. So I would recommend you, if you're not allergic, if you're willing to like Do this, do what it takes. Try changing your diet, try eating more veggies, more fruits, less dairy and meat. Only if it's right for you. I'm not saying like you have to change your world out of 7, but it's a possible way. And of course, there's a big one. Big one is your limiting beliefs, agreements, and soul contracts. For example, let's say you are afraid of heights, and your fear of heights might actually, okay, if I get out of body, I might fall. If I get out of body, I'll be flying and I'll be really high. I don't want that. I might die. So your fear of death, your fear of heights, lots of fears, or even, let's say, as a person, you cannot visualize. But if you were able to visualize, you would be like spending all of your time somewhere else. You'd create worlds with that and never want to come back. So this whole thing about if I would start getting visuals, if I could get out of body, I would never come back, is probably your limiting belief or your agreement, as in that's the thing that's holding you back. So find out your limiting beliefs, your agreements, your soul contracts, get rid of them, and that will help you to get out. But again, these are just a quick few simple ways. There's tons of them, and I would really recommend you to go to richwest.net or like Google richfluent50x. He has lots of ways, and these are just a few. We have lots more to cover. But hope it helps, hope it's insightful, and try it out. Let me know how it goes.